All right, here we are, full self-driving beta 10.5, version 2021 36.8.8. We'll quickly go through some of the updates here. You can pause on the video if you want to read in more detail, but some updated terms that need to be accepted, some updated rules around disengagements, and if you get 3 of those on one trip, it's going to suspend being able to use the beta for that trip. And then here are the release notes in detail. If you want to read through these, you can go ahead and pause the video to see the full list of updates. We're going to continue to do these videos as each new release comes out and just kind of compare the differences as these new versions get updated. So feel free to subscribe if you want to continue seeing these videos as they come out, and we'll see how they compare versus each previous version and kind of keep track of what those differences are. All right, so here we go. All right, full self-driving 10.5 beta. We're gonna go ahead and see how this compares to 10.4. Doing the same route as we've done on 10.4 and 10.3 for an equal comparison. All right, took that first turn fine. Speed bump at around 10 miles an hour. Looks like it's slowing down here again. Nice. So that was 10 miles an hour again. Notice that there's no more visualization for speed bumps, which is something that came for 10.4. This right, we got a gate. I'm gonna go ahead and stop there. I don't know if I would have saw that or not, but didn't want to risk it. So we'll re-engage here. That was an odd one with the gate closing. When the gate is fully closed, the car does stop, I've noticed, but I didn't want to wait and find out what would have happened there. So we're all clear here. Use accelerator, pedal, or cruise stuck to resume. I'll give it a little tap. Not sure why you need to give it a tap there. It typically handles right turns without needing the encouragement. All right, so this left turn on 10.4 did not go well. Hoping to see some improvements this time around. All right, that was just about perfect. So that was much better than the last 10.4 turn there. Pretty standard. Feels comfortable and confident as it normally does on just kind of straight city streets. Haven't noticed any difference in the visualization graphics yet, other than there not being speed bumps. We'll keep an eye on that and see if there's any improvements there. Got a left turn coming up. All right, got that lane nice and early. Then the blinker comes on. I always think that's a little bit weird. Seems kind of delayed for putting the blinker on. If you're already in the lane and then the blinker comes on, that doesn't help the people behind you too much. But let's see how this left turn goes. Beautiful. that was just about perfect. No criticism there. We got another right turn coming up. The blinker went on earlier there. That was nice. All right, that was another perfect turn. That was really smooth, confident, no hesitation. So definitely like what I'm seeing so far on 10.5. Turns are much smoother and more confident. Let's see about this one. Here we go. That was another good one. And then we got one last right, then we'll be at our destination. All right, very good. So first initial impressions, big improvement over 10.4. Smoother, less phantom braking, more confidence, and the turns especially felt a lot more natural. So we're gonna go ahead and pick our next destination. We're gonna call this one Route 2. So got a lot of comments about driving longer, you know, getting some longer content and videos and scenarios. Kind of just ran the stop sign there. That was interesting. But so what we're gonna do is 4 routes, and then moving forward from 10.5 on, we're gonna do these same 4 routes and tried to pick some different scenarios and you know, driving cases to test. You know, maybe some edge cases in there. So here we go. We'll continue on this second route here. Now, if there's anything in particular anybody wants to see, any types of driving scenarios, situations, I don't know, roundabouts, U-turns, anything like that, feel free to throw a comment on this video, and I will look for some routes for the next time to see how the beta handles those situations. All right, we got a bunch of cars coming here. Definitely not clear yet. We got a clearing there in traffic. Nice, it found it, and we're good. So we got a new little Jimmy rigged camera mount for right now. We got a new one coming tomorrow, which will give this kind of same view, but apologies if this is losing its center a little bit. This is all pretty standard here. Again, you know, there's never really been any issues with just going straight and stopping on city streets. We got our left. Again, still no blinker, which I think is odd. Now the blinker goes on. Now this is I kind of picked this location because it's a interesting intersection as well. I don't think it's what your typical intersection is going to look like, so it'll be interesting to see how this one shapes out. All right, that was not good. take over there. Report that one. Definitely didn't handle that well. It's kind of just stopping there in the intersection. Notice that person behind me did not appreciate that one. So took that pretty smoothly. Definitely still takes its time to creep forward. So first route didn't need to intervene at all. Didn't need to take over. The second route at that intersection under the overpass definitely needed to take over there because it seemed like it was just going to stop in the middle of the intersection. Left here, got a little four-way stop sign. This will be interesting. It's noticing that Toyota, letting them come out. Little hesitation, but then it's going for it. All right, handled that pretty good. Just got some residential streets here. We'll see how it handles this scenario. Because there's no one here, I'm just going to let it figure itself out here. There's nobody coming in any direction. This is definitely taking a long time. Very slowly creeping forward, but now we're stopped. Again, still no one here. I'm just gonna ride this out a little bit longer, see what it does. All right, and then we got someone coming, so I'm gonna give it a tap there. We've got another left. So far this is kind of painful. I would not say it handled that very well. All right, now we're back on track here. Handled that well. And we are at our random destination here. All right, so Route 2, definitely not as impressive as Route 1, but I think there was a little more challenging scenarios there to kind of deal with. So let's go ahead and pick our third location here. All right, we got the full self-driving ready. So we'll go ahead and start this one. Getting slowly creeping, nobody there. Not bad. coming. I was in my lane. Yeah, you definitely still a beta as it's listed. So you definitely, want to be paying attention, ready to take control at any time, and don't expect the car to be perfect or doing the driving for you. All right, so it notices that person. Not sure why we're stopping here. This is interesting. It's waiting for her. Okay. She's probably wondering why I did that. Guess it's good to be cautious. Bit of some weird braking there, and it definitely is going to need to be way further up to be able to see anything. So we got cars coming. We had a little gap there, probably could have made it. Then we got more cars. Go ahead and give it a tap because we were clear there. I don't want to keep the people waiting behind me too long. So I didn't necessarily do anything wrong back there. It just it was just taking a while, and I think it probably could have crept up quite a bit further to get a better line of sight, maybe some more confidence. Left turn, pretty smooth into that lane. better. The blinker was went on earlier that time around. We got a left. Followed by a quick right. Nice. Nice turn there. Bump down the speed just a little bit. And there we are. All right. Third route completed. So let's take a pause here and we'll reset the camera angle. All right, so we got our last route. This will be route 4. You notice we're parked behind this fan here, and we got the signs that we can engage. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. All right, nice. I'm gonna slow it down just a little bit through here, just to be safe. Definitely hesitant for pedestrians, very cautious, as I should say, which is good. I think that lady might have been a little confused. Looks like we got a 3-way stop sign here. Car coming on the left. I'm gonna give it a little tap there, just because we got a car behind us. Now it got into the left lane, even though it needs to turn right. So let's see if it fixes itself here. This will be interesting. It's got the space to do it. But since there's nobody around, I'm gonna let it see what it does. So green light, if I give it gas. Okay, that was odd. It did, I didn't have to steer. I gave that little press of the accelerator. It did figure it out. We'll go ahead and report that one, because that was not very good. Man, check this out. This still blows my mind how much the car can see. Just how much it's tracking, all of those movements. It's just awesome to see. Nice. That was just about perfect again. I think, you know, it seems like the lefts are really smooth. The right, there's still some hesitancy. There's still the whole creeping forward for visibility thing that does seem to add a lot of extra time and doesn't feel as confident. But man, the lefts are being executed very well. We got a right. A little bit awkward that it's not in the right lane. Not sure why it's gonna take the right from here. Luckily there's nobody behind me trying to turn right. We're totally clear. It's taking its time for sure. I'm gonna go ahead and tell it to go. Not sure what it's doing there. I'm still giving it some gas. I don't know if it was gonna stop or what, but that was very odd. It was just gonna kind of stop there after the right. We got a stop sign here. We got a Tesla on the left. Oh, he's turning right. All right, that was good. Now this little stretch should have some four-way stops, and it'll just be interesting to see how those are handled. Good view there of the El Toro Air Force hangars. There's two of them out here. Used to hold blimps back in the 50s and 60s, I believe. So this upcoming stretch, we're going into a little shopping area, as you can see here. So more stop signs, probably more pedestrians, you know, parking lots. Wanted to see how those situations are handled as well, as those are probably some of the more challenging drives. Handled that pretty well, even with that car coming over into my lane quite a bit. It's gonna slow down. It should go around this car. I'm gonna go ahead and encourage it a little bit there. Stop sign. We got the Jeep going first. All right. We got a left. Little phantom braking there just for a second. Not anything too bad though. This is all clear, so I guess this is a easier scenario. Interesting. Almost wanted to go around that car, which would not have been a good move, but it corrected itself. We got speed bump in that at 11 miles an hour, which is a little bit hard, in my opinion. And then, let's see here. Just gonna stop for this lady, let her cross. It's nice. And we have reached our destination. So I'm gonna go ahead and take over. Very cool. So overall, big improvement over 10.4. I'm very impressed. If we keep seeing this much improvement at each release, man, these things are gonna, these individual beta releases are gonna start to look really, really good. So very impressed. Definitely still a beta, no surprises there. Still need to pay attention, still need to be ready to take over, because it, as shown on this drive, will do kind of anything at any time, and you got to be ready for that. So appreciate you watching. We will be back on the same 4 routes for our next drive when 10.6 rolls out. So thanks for watching.